Joe, how disappointing is it for your season to end this way, 3-hit shutout at home?
It's really disappointing. It's hard. You know, seasons end abruptly, and it's very difficult. This was a club that fought all year long, and there's a lot of character in that room, and this hurts. And we just didn't get it done.
Meredith?
Joe Tanaka seemed sharp in that first inning and then kind of struggled thereafter. What do you think was the biggest issue for him?
He just made some mistakes. You know, he had a fastball that, you know, he kind of pulled to Rasmus. He left the breaking ball up to Gomez. You know, a lot of nights you give up 2 runs in 5 innings, you got a pretty good chance to win. But we just haven't been able to solve Keuchel this year. We haven't been able to do it. We haven't scored a run, and I don't know how many innings he's thrown against us, 21. And we struggled against left-handers down the stretch, and it continued tonight.
Andrew, you're on the left.
Joe, what did you think of the umpiring?
You know, hey, that's for another day.
Barry?
Joe, how much of, I know we talked a lot about wiping the slate clean after the season ended, but how much of this do you think was an extension of just the struggles of the last week?
Well, I don't think it was so much that. I think we struggled against left-handers. You know, we lost a big bat in Tex, and he was one of the guys we counted on to do a lot of damage in left-handers. And Greg Burt had one of our hits tonight and had a tremendous season for us, but we struggled against left-handers.
Ron?
Can you put in perspective now whether this team underachieved or overachieved this year?
Well, I mean, I think that's for other people to decide. You know, when the season started, no one thought we would be here. And you know, I told the guys in that room, they gave me everything they had, every day. Physically, it's not a very healthy group in there right now at the end of the season. Guys are beat up. But they never stopped playing. They never stopped playing hard. They never stopped giving me everything they had. And so I'm extremely proud of that group in there.
Okay. Wally?
Joe, you made a tough decision to replace Ellsbury with Gardner tonight. After Gardner's first 2 at-bats, where he looked like he really had problems with Keuchel, did you consider making a switch there?
No. You know, like I said before, it was a tough decision. And Gardy's body of work against lefties this year was better than Jake's. And, you know, if it doesn't work, obviously I'm going to be questioned about it. Does Jake hit 3 home runs and it's 3-3? I don't know. But we didn't solve Keuchel the whole year.
Standing along the wall?
Tanaka's given up quite a few more home runs than he did last year. What's the reason why?
Well, it's just location. You know, like I said, he missed with his fastball and he missed with a breaking ball up. And home runs are usually missed locations.
Over here on the left.
Joe, Tanaka, for as short as he did go, what was your reasoning for taking him out there?
I took him out after 5 innings because I said, you know, our 7, 8, 9 guys were as good as anyone in the league. And I knew we couldn't really afford to give him any more runs the way Keuchel was pitching. And I looked at those at-bats. Rasmus had hit a home run. Next hitter had hit a ball to 380 feet to right center's first at bat, and then he gave up a home run to Gomez. So I just felt like it was time to turn it over the bullpen, which has been a really shut-down bullpen all year long for us, those guys.
Ken, on the right.
Joe, how optimistic were you with the rally in the 6th inning with Alex up in that spot?
You know, I thought that was going to be the moment for us, that it was going to turn around, but it didn't.
And over here, Kevin.
Joe, how much, looking at what's gone on with this team and the left-handers and everything, how much does this team need a right-handed power bat?
Well, that's something, you know, for the off season. But, I mean, we struggled. You know, at the beginning of the year, there weren't a lot of lefties in our division, and things changed. We ran into a lot of them late.
One last question. Andrew, last one.
How would you describe the year?
How would I describe the year? I think probably the easiest way to describe the year is I'm extremely proud of what these guys did and how hard they fought day in and day out, and how they came together in a team with all the question marks that we had in spring training. Yeah, it stinks to lose. I mean, that's the bottom line, and it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. But I'm extremely proud of the guys in that room.